Mae Martin has a new Netflix special out, and this is one you won't want to miss. Best known for their award-winning series Feel Good, Mae is now stepping back into the spotlight with their stand-up special Sap, directed by Abby Jacobson. We're chatting with the comedian all about it. This is Advocate Now. Mae, congrats on your new Netflix special, Sap. Now, back in 2019, you starred in Netflix's Comedians of the World special, but what does it mean to you now to know that you have your own comedy special?
Oh man, what a dream. I can't believe it. It's so exciting. I just heard that there's a billboard in Times Square. That blew my mind. And also no one told me that was happening. So someone just tagged me in it, and that's like a childhood fantasy. I couldn't believe it.
What I miss most about bath time is just once a day somebody going, it's bath time. How good is that? I feel like we don't appreciate it when we're young, but imagine you're on like a Tinder date and the waiter comes over. They're like, I am so sorry to interrupt. It is bath time for you. You're like, you be out of there. Youth is wasted on the young, you know?
Fans have a lot to look forward to with this special, but for those who know you primarily for your TV work, what's different about your stand-up routine, would you say?
Different to my TV work?
Yeah.
Well, I did a show called Feel Good where I played like a version of myself who was a stand-up comedian, and there was some stand-up in that series, but that character was meant to be not a very good comedian, and often the stand-up was bombing. And so I hope that people see this and they're like, oh, they can do comedy. That would be nice.
I feel like I'm full of birds, not like hummingbirds, like I'm anxious, but like pelicans, like very greasy pelicans in my chest. I don't know if you've ever seen a photo after an oil spill and the beach is just, there's all these birds and they're covered in oil and they can't lift their wings and they're like, they're in my chest. Thank you, one person, for laughing.
I want to ask you, because Sap was directed by the hilarious Abby Jacobson. What was it like working with Abby on this project?
So great. I mean, I'd been a fan for a long time, and actually Lisa Kudrow introduced us and kind of paired us up as friends. And she just has a similar sensibility to me, and she's very thoughtful, and it was exciting. Yeah, having someone else's eyes on the show that I'd been touring it for like a year, and also someone who's not a stand-up comedian, because she came at it from a different angle of like storytelling. And yeah, it was great. We had a blast.
We mentioned, your career in TV. You've bounced back and forth between working in television and doing stand-up. But to go back to the early days of your career, why did you initially choose to pursue comedy?
I don't know. I don't know why I thought that was a viable career option. Clearly
it is. But
thank God. Yeah, I have like no plan B. So thank God it's worked out. But I don't know. I think Ace Ventura came out, and that was big for me. And I went to see The Kids in the Hall, the Canadian sketch comedy troupe, when I was about 13. And that just blew my mind. They were like rock stars. And the world just really appealed to me, the comedy world. My parents are comedy fans, so we can blame them a little bit.
And you're, of course, known for the beloved series Feel Good, which you also created. Do you find that it's empowering for you to have creative control in projects?
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a control freak, I think. Yeah, I find it hard to relinquish even the minutia. It's nice. It's nice.
And Feel Good broke a ton of boundaries for the non-binary community. You're also breaking boundaries as a non-binary stand-up comedian. Was this type of representation something that you needed to see or wanted to see when you were growing up and didn't have, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, there was just nothing growing up. I was so excited when Willow on Buffy was gay. That was a big deal, even though she looked nothing like me. And, there's nothing in the storyline I could relate to at all, but it was still exciting. So yeah, I hope there's some young people out there who find it helpful, but you can't get too in your head about that stuff. Otherwise you'll worry about representing everyone, and you know what I mean?
You said the right thing.
Yeah, you said the perfect thing.
in Feel Good, we did see, Mae struggle to understand their identity. Do you ever think of all the people that you have helped just by sharing that story on screen?
That's really nice. It always means a lot when people come up to me and say that the show's helped them in any way. That's just such a nice and positive uh, side effect of making something that you care about. So yeah, I get a lot of young people at shows who bring their parents, and then I meet them after with their parents, and it's pretty meaningful. Yeah.
And Mae and George, they have this beautiful and also heartbreaking love story throughout the show. When we typically see non-binary love stories on the screen, which isn't all that often, they aren't really given permission to showcase this, full spectrum of emotions that would naturally occur in any love story, regardless of gender. So was showing both the beauty and the heartbreak a conscious effort for you when you were writing it?
I mean, no, I was just trying to write three-dimensional characters, and yeah, I guess you're right that often queer characters have to be kind of like morally perfect in things, and of course everybody's so flawed, and so yeah, I think it's always important to show people. I mean, I'm not interested in perfect characters. You want people who are selfish and confused and mess up sometimes, and just like all of us.
I'm always in awe when watching stand up and watching a comedian. Being a comedian is almost like a superpower, I feel, because you guys have the ability to share something so honest and even profound while still in a lighthearted, fun way. Is there a particular theme that you hope people take away from your different work?
I hope from this special that people feel kind of a sense of positivity coming out of it and feel uplifted in a way. I think it's in general the show's about how we manage to stay in any way optimistic when there's this huge wall of bad news coming at us all the time. So I hope it manages to make people feel good and sort of less alone, and to look for the positive in this swamp of a horror that we live in.
Well, Mae, we can't wait to check it out. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check out Mae's new Netflix special, Sap. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Sonia Baghdadi. Thanks for watching and advocating. For more stories and content like this, visit advocate.com and advocatechannel.com.